Okay, so I'm going to invite you guys to start with your eyes slightly open, perhaps allowing your gaze to rest down towards the ground or away from the screen. And just start to connect yourself to your breath. Just begin to be aware of your breath. And as you do this, allowing your gaze to soften. Allowing your awareness to hold the physical room around you with your attention, but not being drawn to anything in particular. Just allowing it to be in a space. And as you draw your inhales, will you feel like you are drawing your awareness and your energy back to you? Any energy that has been left throughout your sleep state, things that you may have already dug into this morning, to-do list, people you're going to speak to, anything that feels like it may be drawing you away from this moment. Just allow the inhale to assist as you draw your attention and energy back to you. And on the exhale, almost feel like the exhale is allowing your energy to further swirl down inside your body, finding the places where it wants to rest. Allow the gaze to remain soft. And on your next inhale, just go ahead and easily breathe your eyes closed. And continue to allow this drawing back of your energy for a moment here. Inhaling, seeing and feeling yourself magnetize your energy back to you. Notice anything that might feel like it still wants to pull your attention, and just notice it. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to that point right in the center of your head, equal distance between the front and the back, the left and the right. This space that's right behind your eyes and up just a little bit. And will you see this space as perhaps a single point of light? Drawing all your awareness to the single point. Perhaps being present to the back of your eyelids as well, almost like this point is shining onto the back of your eyelids. Just drawing your attention to this place. Just witnessing and just noticing. Noticing flicker of light or shapes or color. And then will you move this point of awareness up and back just a little bit, almost like there's this little staircase that goes to the back of your head. And just notice how this might feel slightly different. Notice how your perspective might shift here. Notice if it feels a little bit more easy to rest your awareness here, or if it feels a little bit more challenging. Just notice this very small shift in the perspective of awareness. And take a breath, and will you just slide down that staircase and be right in that point in the center of your head again, drawing all of your energy here, just noticing the shift. And then will you allow that light to start to slide down through your throat, through that space in front of your spine and behind your heart? Perhaps giving this light a color if you choose. Seeing it slide all the way down each vertebrae, down through your abdomen, until it rests and finds your pelvic bowl. And allowing your energy to start to collect here, almost like your pelvic bowl is this pool of energetic fluid. Feeling your energy just moving down and collecting in this place. Allow it just to magnetize here, allow it to be heavy, grounding. And even continuing with that practice with the breath of inhaling and allowing any energy to magnetize back to this place. Sometimes I almost feel like it's molten lava, like it's thick and vibrant and full of capacity to bring life, regeneration. And when you're ready, will you see that fluid, whatever shape or form or color it's taking this morning, seeing it sliding down your thighs and your knees, opening up through the bottoms of your feet and dropping down. Same thing through the bottom of your pelvis, allowing this energy to move down through the floorboards, through the layers of the earth, absorbing any nutrients that you feel like you need as you go through the layers. And then finding yourself connecting to the core center of the planet. Allowing this energy that you're drawing down to start to fill that core center. Releasing this energy down into the earth, and at the same time allowing yourself to absorb what the earth has for you. And I invite you to take 3 nice deep breaths as we're connecting here. And as you inhale, feel like you are inhaling into the planet. Expanding life force. And exhale as you see that life force swirling around inside of the planet. And inhaling life and awareness and perhaps gratitude into the planet. And exhale, just allowing it to swirl around, integrating, atoms mixing with atoms. And one more like this. And will you gently and easily start to just notice that your grounding there will be on autopilot. It'll be there with you for the rest of your day, just through pure intention. And will you bring your awareness back up to that place in the center of your head? And I invite you to start to imagine that you are in a nature setting, somewhere that you really enjoy just being, just walking in. Bringing some place to mind. And I invite you to just imagine that you are standing on the edge of this place, just looking, noticing the ground, perhaps noticing if you are wearing shoes or if you're barefoot, noticing how the grass feels, or the floor, or the dirt, or the sand. Excuse me. How this feels underneath your feet. Noticing what kind of plants or vegetation is around you. the height of these plants, the details, the color? Are you in a wide open space? Are you in a lush, thick forest? Is there water? What time of day is it? Are there clouds in the sky? Do you hear nature? Do you hear birds? Any sort of animals? Crickets, cicadas, bees? Just really bringing all of your senses here, like you are standing exactly in this place in the physical form. What does the air feel like on your skin? What temperature is it? And if this is a place that you are familiar to, it'll be a little bit easier. But I invite you to just start walking, taking one step at a time, really feeling what it feels like beneath your feet. What is that sensation as you walk through this place? Allowing yourself to let your imagination fill in the gaps and looking around as you are walking and things are moving with your pace. Perhaps looking up, if there's any trees. Just to really allowing yourself to be here and play with it. Let it be fun. And as you are doing this and you are collecting all of this information, all of these things that are stored in your memory, in your sensory memory, I invite you to choose a spot that you would like to perhaps take a seat. Maybe it's directly on the ground. Maybe there's a tree or a rock. And just notice everything that you're noticing around you. And then all of those things that are around you right now, the plants, the animals, the sky, the earth, if there's water. Taking inventory into what's here. I invite you to start to see if you can shift your awareness to now, instead of seeing all of this environment around you, being the environment looking back at yourself. And start to fill in what you see. Fill in how you are sitting. Fill in what you're wearing. Fill in from all sides. Allowing yourself to be the environment looking and witnessing you. From the back and the front, being the sky that is above, being the earth that is below. Allowing yourself to collect all of the sensory data from the environment as the witness. And just noticing what you gather. Noticing as the earth, how does it feel? Or the rock or the log that you might be seated on. How does it feel to have you sitting there? As any sort of animal, how does it feel to have you in this space? comfortable or a little strange? How does it look to have you in this setting? And without so much of mental judgment, but more so actually experiencing the witness of this, just noticing the shift that's available in perspective, and perhaps noticing if it's ever been a thought that you've conceived of in your life so far, to be the earth that is being seated on, to be the sky that is watching, to be the animals and the trees that are also watching. And then I invite you to take a breath here. It's a big practice and kind of stretch of our awareness and imagination and attention. But I invite you to bring your awareness back into your body in this space. And just kind of notice again from this inner perspective, from the perspective of your physical form, your energetic form, looking out again. Is there a shift at all for you? Does this feel a little bit different now? Does it feel a little bit easier? But also, what do you notice? Just noticing what's here, and take another deep breath. And then finally, and this is definitely going to be a little bit more of a stretch of the imagination perhaps, I invite you to see what the experience would be like to be both at the same time. Witnessing both you from the outside and you from the inside all at once. So essentially moving your awareness into the witness perspective from everything, from all perspective in this space. Being the pure expansive awareness. So holding all of it, allowing everything to arise just as it is. You, the earth, the sky, plants, animals, trees, water, birds, bees. Allowing your awareness to be in everything. And I invite you to take a nice deep breath, and with that breath, feel that you are breathing in the awareness of everything. As you breathe, it is a part of the breath of all. The collective breath. And as you do this, I also invite you to bring into your awareness the awareness of everyone else in the call this morning. Feeling that that breath is one breath had by everyone at the same time. Not your breath, not my breath, but the one breath. As the awareness of everything. And just notice. And then I invite you to just give yourself a little smile, because we're definitely going on a wild little ride here this morning. And I invite you to draw your awareness back into that point in the center of your head. And just notice the shift here from being the awareness of all to being the awareness in the single point. And how it's possible. Our awareness can move where our intention goes. And then I invite you to slide that point of awareness down into the center of your heart, that heart-centered space. And if you choose, I invite you to bring one hand to your heart and the other hand to your lower abdomen, reconnecting with your physical form. And as we are here, taking a nice deep breath, inhaling into that heart space, perhaps inhaling gratitude to yourself for choosing to be here this morning out of all mornings. Whatever was here for you this morning was no accident. And then breathing in gratitude for everyone else who is on the call this morning, doing this practice alongside you, and everyone who will be on this call in the future, doing this practice alongside you. And just breathing this awareness fully into your body as you breathe and notice your physical form coming back into the picture, wiggling fingers and toes perhaps, feeling the seat underneath your sits bones. And when you're ready, bringing yourself back fully into your space and back into the group.